You remember I said this is called quadratic expression. Okay. The signs of A and this quadratic expression. In some situation, we might have to find whether this whole thing becomes positive or negative. But we don't know. Okay. Is it possible to figure it out means we are going to check. Okay. How we are going to figure it? Simply take y is equals to ax square plus bx plus c. And we are going to use a method called completing the square method. I told you about this, remember? While solving, yes. So that method we are going to represent these things and we can decide accordingly. So here, leading coefficient should be 1 always. So we take 1 by a, sorry, not 1 by a as common. When we take a as common, we will be getting x square plus b by a into x plus c by a. Any doubts in this? Leading coefficient should be always 1. If any number is there, we should take it out. Then after that, we should match this to the formula a square plus 2ab plus b square. That formula we should match so that we can make this as a whole square. So then we will be having a square in place of a, what we are having is x. Are we having 2 here? No. We don't know what is b yet. Okay. So let me use capital letters, otherwise you get confused. 2ab plus b square, alright. So here 2 we need, but we don't have 1 to make it possible. Okay. What we will do, we want something but it is not there, then what we will do? Yes, multiply and divide by 2. 2b by 2a into x by c by a. Okay. Then 2 gets cancelled, previous form is obtained. So we need 2 over here. Then match this form. A square is there plus 2a is there or not? 2 is there and then a is there. Is it? Apart from that, whatever is there, that is our b. So let me rephrase it. X square plus 2, a is x. Apart from that, whatever the things are there, you know, it is b by 2a. And yes, then capital A is x. Okay, that's why I said capital A. Okay. So a plus 2ab ready. Sorry, x square, a square plus 2ab ready. B square we want, but we don't have it over there. So what we can do is we can add that b square. B means what? Capital B I am talking about. This is what capital B for us. So this is a square plus 2ab. This capital B is this one. B square we want. Then this b by 2a whole square plus 1 time minus 1 time. Then it gets balanced. Is it? Is it or not? Plus 1 time squares and minus 1 time square. See man, this is what b we choose. For this square we need in addition. We are not having in addition. So we will add 1, subtract 1. Is it plus 1 minus 1 changes the value? If you add 5 and subtract 5 at the same time, will it change the value? Same like we are adding this quantity, same quantity is subtracted. The value won't change. Why we have to add this particular quantity is the reason here. B square we want, that is why. We can add plus 5 minus 5 also here, but that is not helpful. What required here is this one. Now if you see this, this is of the form a square plus 2ab plus b square, all capital. Then what is the formula, man? A plus b whole square, is it? So a into a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square is what? A is x plus b is b by 2a whole square. The remaining we have b square by 4a square plus c by a. Any doubts on this? This one I squared. And then simplify this part alone. Here we are having y is equal to a into x plus b by 2a whole square minus this one, man. Take LCM. We need 4a square here, we have only a. What should be multiplied on both numerator and denominator? 4a should be multiplied. I'll tell you, we are going to identify the sign of this expression, whether the fully it will be positive or negative, we should check. For that, if that is in the controlled environment, that means the things which are in our control, we may sure about something means we can say. But here is it possible to say x can be any number, ABC also can be any number. We can't be sure about whether it is positive or negative. That is why we are doing all this. Okay. And then here we'll take LCM. Then we'll be having minus b square by 4a square plus 4ac by 4a square. Then a square into a into b by 2a whole square minus, you just take it out as common. Then remaining we have b square minus 4ac by 4a square. Alright, I am taking minus as common from this. This is actually minus b square plus 4ac. When you take minus as common, it will become b square minus 4ac. Seen this guy anywhere? See, man, y is equal to this one. Okay, this one, you should represent this as a whole square. Whole square means what? A plus b whole square we need. So like that, this can be expressed or not, we are going to check. Okay, so that modification only I done. Why? 2 is not there for 2ab, so into 2 by 2. After 2, we got 2a b format. 2 is there, a is x. Remaining everything whatever is there in that particular term is b. This one square we want, so I added, subtracted. Okay, and then all these three, the first three terms looks like a plus b whole square, I mean capital A plus capital B whole square. Then that one I represented. Remaining things I am sorting it out. Okay, then we got y. This is what? Left side. Oh, left side. Here also y only. Minus b square by 4 square. I am squared this, and then this one also should have 4a square in the denominator. Then what should be multiplied? Yes, the 4a. Already a is there, girl. Okay, then I multiplied. I got like this one. When you take negative as common, this like, have you seen this guy anywhere? B square minus 4ac is what? Discriminant by 4a square. Alright. Now we are going to determine the sign. That means positive or negative. Simply, if a is greater than 0. See, you know, this is fully positive. As this is a whole square, this is fully positive, right? Now the sign is determined by a and del only. Okay. So if a is positive and del is positive, a is positive and del is positive, then this whole expression will be positive or what? Yes. Why? Because here negative is there, won't it be affecting? See, a is positive, this is a positive quantity, this is also a positive quantity. When you see, the whole quantity is, this is bigger than this one, is it? So, and when a big number is subtracted from the small one, we will be getting positive only, is it? So then this y is also greater than 0. Oh no, not like that. A is positive, del is positive. Okay, we'll see the easy case first. A is positive and del is equal to 0, man. This is positive number, this one becomes 0, this is fully 0. Then totally y will be what? Greater than 0. Positive value. And then if A is less than 0, this del is equal to 0, then y will be what? A is negative. Negative into some quantity, this is 0, this will vanish. Yes, y is also less than 0. Great. And then if A is greater than 0, this del is less than 0, then what will happen? This is positive quantity, this is negative quantity. Then negative and negative, here also positive, here also positive, totally positive, y is greater than 0. Okay. And if A is less than 0 and we have del is also less than 0, then see, A is negative quantity, this one is negative quantity, so negative into negative, positive, this whole bracket will become positive, outside one negative. Are you getting what I am saying? A is less than 0 and this is also less than 0. Then this whole bracket will is positive, A is negative. Negative into positive, we get negative, is it? Okay. And then shall I erase this side? Okay. When del is greater than 0, what will happen? What about? Wait, man, we'll see. Here, if A is greater than 0 and del is also greater than 0, then what might be said about positive? Why? See, when del is greater than 0, what kind of roots we might have? No, real and unequal roots. Okay, so let us say alpha and beta are roots. Then place alpha and beta here, saying that alpha is less than beta. Comes after this. In this interval ways, we have to check, man. Okay. See, the whole thing, one man, see, if del is greater than 0, we can't say anything about it, because whether this could be positive or negative, we don't know. It has different values. Wait, man, why directly it become negative? Suppose it is greater than 0 means this full thing is negative, right? And this one is subtracted from this. We don't know which is greater. Then it might be positive or negative. So we have to check carefully. Okay. So alpha and beta will be the roots. If it is there, that means. So in this intervals we have to check. How we are going to check is simply this y is nothing but a into, this can be expressed as x minus alpha into x minus beta. Because when we multiply that only this like will come. The roots are what? Minus b by 2a plus or minus b by 2a, like that. Simply, man, these things can be written as product of the roots. We'll get this whole expression. This reverse process, reverse, okay, go means what it is. Previously, what we written over there, that like will get. So this like it will happen. So in these intervals, we should check. So alpha is less than beta. So a value before alpha we substitute means what will happen. Whether this positive or negative, we are going to check. So what it is, x is less than alpha. Then in this interval, a number less than alpha substituted here, alpha is greater. So what we will be getting here, as we discussed earlier, a is positive, man, no problem. Let me write it here, x is less than alpha. You know that expression, you just keep in mind. Here a is positive, no problem. Here a value less than alpha I am substituting, is it? A number less than this subtracted from this number, then positive will come or negative will come. See, I took like that. Alpha is less than beta. I am going to check this interval. In this interval, whatever is coming, it will be less than that particular number. Is it or not? Less than alpha or not? A value less than alpha. I am subtracting alpha from a value less than alpha. Then it will be positive or negative. Think of it. Simply negative, of course. 5 is there. If I subtract any value which is less than 5, say 3, what will be getting? Negative, right? So here this is negative. And this value, man, beta is already greater. We are subtracting a value which is less than alpha only. Then this is what? Positive or negative? Positive. So then overall, all the product will be positive or negative? Positive and negative, which is negative. Okay. So that is what the sign of this y. Okay. When a is greater than 0 and del is greater than 0, then we'll be having this one. What it is? Negative value in this interval when x is less than alpha. Same like we are going to have a discussion when alpha is less than, x is less than alpha and beta. It lies between alpha and beta. See, a is positive only as per our discussion. Is it? And then you substitute any value from this interval which is greater than alpha. You subtract alpha from a value which is greater than alpha. Then it will be positive or negative? Positive, that's all. And then here you are subtracting beta from a value which is less than beta. You are subtracting beta from less than value, you subtract beta, then it is negative. Then totally it will become what? Negative. And then here when x is greater than beta, here you have to substitute one value. So this is positive. And then here this value alpha is less, subtracted means positive, beta is less, here positive. Okay, this one, man, a value greater than beta, right? Beta is subtracted from that, positive or negative? Positive. So totally positive. Okay, we'll check once. X less than alpha said correctly or not? A is positive. A value less than alpha, when you are subtracting alpha from it, okay, this is negative. And okay, man, we just misplaced. This is negative, correct? Beta also is greater value, right? For this one, beta also greater value. We are subtracting beta from a value which is less than beta. Then what it is? Positive or negative? Negative. We wrote positive. Sorry. So negative. Overall, it is positive, right? So we are going to summarize all the results, but this is how all these things evolved. what we discussed is all the possible cases based on the behavior of A and delta. Okay, in that A is positive only we discussed. For the same intervals, A is negative means what will happen, like we have to discuss. Don't bother. Don't bother. Simply think. A is negative means same result will come, right? Either way, you are going to substitute the same values. Is it? So, if A is negative means 3 negatives, then here it will be positive, right? Sorry, negative, right? And then here negative will come. Then totally here, simply a reverse of this will come. That's all. I am not going to derive anything. Okay? Simply you can understand. Got it? So, what we can say means, whatever the sign of A, it will be having the same sign. I took A is greater than 0, right? This intervals and all will be having same sign. If A is positive means Y also positive. If A is positive means, sorry, this interval. If A is positive means Y also positive. In the middle interval only it will be having difference. Opposite sign, obviously, is it? Okay, that is what this result is about, man. Okay, it is not mentioned about positive or negative. Suppose positive means here also positive, there also positive, here negative. Suppose negative means what will come, you just think. A is negative, man. Here same sign I said. Then what sign will have? Negative, here positive, here negative. Okay, why we struggle this much? Shall we summarize everything? Okay, shall I erase everything? When you memorize this as a, what it is, formulas or whatever you call it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 results, all of them are like different things will happen, is it? So, simply how we can understand this means, whenever a quadratic expression is given, that is, this y is equals to ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, first you have to check is the del value. Okay, this del value is what it is, less than 0. Let us take, if del value is less than 0, a and y will have the same sign for all x belongs to a, for all x belongs to R, real numbers. Okay, that's all. I wrote 2 results here, remember. If del is less than 0, a and y have the same sign. A negative means y negative, a positive means y positive. That's all. Okay, that too for all the values of R, real numbers. If del is equal to 0, then a and y will have same sign for all x belongs to R difference minus b by 2a. Why particularly that one it should not be included? Because you are talking about positive or negative. You remember that I written like x plus b by 2a whole square, like something I written, right? If I substituted this value here, also del is also 0, is it? Del is 0. If I substituted that value here, this is also will become 0. That minus b by 2a. Minus b by 2a, if you substitute here, man, for x, so fully 0, right? 0 is positive or negative? Neither, neutral, right? That is why that value should be omitted as we are discussing about positives and negatives. If delta is equal to 0, a and y will have the same sign. Okay, what difference you find from this? They are same signs. When delta is less than 0 also same, equal to 0 also same. But for what values of x only simply differs. It is for all the real numbers. It is for except to minus b by 2a. Okay? Any doubts? Good. And then if del is greater than 0, then a and y will have, just draw the interval alpha and beta, same but different, is it? Same different same. Okay, This like it will have. Theoretically, if you want to say means, if x is less than alpha and x is greater than beta, then it is having same sign. Between alpha and beta, it is having opposite sign, like we can write. Okay, clear? Here also they have same and different signs, but in this particular interval, this kind of value restricted. Okay, any doubts on this? Okay, if initially I said this as a formula, you just memorize. Like if I said means, will that be easy? Okay, like you just get to know how these things have came, and then you just memorize this as a formula. Whenever you record, you can recall these things. Okay, you don't have any confusions, right? You want me to explain this once again? Once again. Okay, simply we'll see one example. For what values of x, the expression minus 7x square plus 8x plus 9, this expression, for what values of x, it is what? Negative, like they are asking. First of all, we don't know who is this guy is it? How we can determine their sign? First, look at the leading coefficient. Here a is not 7 man, minus 7. Minus 7 means that a is positive or negative. Negative. A is less than 0. Alright. And the other thing which determines the sign is what? Discriminant. Calculate that guy also. It is b square minus 4ac, right? B square means 8 square minus 4 into a is minus 7 and c is 9. You don't need to actually calculate. Simply 64 plus 4 7s are simply 4 into 7 into 9. Enough. You don't need to literally calculate. This is positive value or negative value. Just check. Yes, positive. That's all. That is enough. Then a is positive means for what values of x you should check. Oh, sorry. A is negative. And then here also del is greater than 0. So del is greater than 0 means how we can find? In this interval, you should place the zeros. You know what are all the zeros? Hey, wait. Did I wrote the question wrongly? Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I wrote the question wrongly. This is minus 9. Then here also minus 9. So here also minus 9 means this is minus. Then minus means what, man? 64 minus 4 7s are 28. No. 7 9s are 62. 63 into 4. Which is greater, which is less? This is greater, this is less. So we will be having less than 0. Is it? Now see, del is less than 0. Then a and y will have what? Then a and y will have same sign. For all yes, so this case should be simple, man. Del is negative or 0. X and y have the same, a and y have the same sign. That's all. But for what values it differs? What values? Here, for all x belongs to R, it is negative. As a is negative, this is also negative. Suppose in the question they asked for what values of x, this is positive, like they asked means. This is what? Positive, like they asked means. What answer you should say? For all the real numbers, it is negative. Then for what values it is positive? No values. No values. No such values exist. No values of x. Not defined, like we will say. Okay. Got it? Any doubts? We'll solve some more question, man. Simply we are going to define the sign of this, when this will be positive, when this will be negative. This is determined by the sign of A and del. Both we calculate, accordingly we say the results for what values of x. Okay, alright.